Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 1,213th public hearing and regular meeting of the Livonia City Planning Commission. I wish to inform all interested persons in our audience that for petitions on tonight's agenda, which involve a question of zoning, the Planning Commission will make a recommendation to City Council, and the City Council, after holding their own public hearing, makes the final determination as to whether a petition is approved or denied. The Planning Commission will hold the only public hearing on requests for preliminary plats and/or vacating petitions. Commission's recommendation is forwarded to City Council for the final determination as to whether the petition is accepted or rejected. If a petition requesting a waiver of use, which is the two items on our agenda tonight, is denied tonight, the petitioner will have 10 days in which to appeal the decision in writing to City Council. Resolutions adopted by the City Planning Commission become effective 7 days after the date of adoption. The Planning Commission and professional staff have reviewed each of these petitions upon their filing. The staff has furnished the Commission with both approving and denying resolutions, which the Commission may or may not use depending on the outcome of the proceedings tonight. If our Secretary is ready, please call the roll.
Mrs. DeNaro.
Here.
Mr. Bonjero.
Here.
Mr. Ventura.
Is here.
Here. Magno is here. Chairman Wilshaw.
Is here. Also with us tonight, we have a full house. We have Stephanie Reese, Scott Miller, and Jacob Uhazi, all from our planning department. They will be helping us tonight along with this meeting. For our petitioners and folks in the audience, the format of the meeting is we will call each of the items on our agenda. There's 2 items of interest tonight. Our staff will give background information about the petition. Then we'll ask the petitioner to come forward to one of our podiums, and they can answer some questions for us if we have any questions. Then if anyone else in our audience is wishing to speak for or against a petition, there'll be an opportunity for those folks to come forward and speak as well before we make our decision. With that, we're going to start at item number 1 on the public hearing section of our agenda.
Petition 2024-04-02-07 submitted by Health Visa LLC requesting waiver use approval to section 6.37 of Livonia zoning ordinance as amended to operate a massage establishment at 33242 7 Mile Road located on the north side of 7 Mile Road between Farmington Road and Mayfield Avenue in the southwest quarter of section 3.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Mr. Uhazi?
Good evening. Thank you. This request to operate a massage establishment at 33242 7 Mile Road. The property is currently zoned C2. It is located in the Westmore Shopping Plaza. The plaza is a multi-tenant retail building located on the northeast corner of 7 Mile Road and Westmore Avenue. Westmore Plaza was approved in 1984. Currently, the building is divided into 2 units. One is the Genesis Hair Salon, and the other is the petition site, which is currently vacant. The proposed massage establishment would occupy the eastern unit of the shopping center. The unit contains a floor plan area of approximately 1,100 square feet, and the unit's storefront faces south towards 7 Mile with parking directly in front of the business. For a waiver use of a massage establishment are permitted with approval in a C2 district under the provisions outlined in section 6.37 of the zoning ordinance. Stipulated in this section are several requirements, including the establishment must be at least 400 feet from another massage establishment, and it also must be at least 400 feet from any school, place of worship, state licensed daycare facility, public library, playground, or public park. And the operating hours are limited to 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. For the separation requirements for this petition, Health Vista would comply with the requirements since no other massage establishments are within 400 feet of the proposed location. The site also meets separation requirements from state licensed daycare facilities, public libraries, playgrounds, public parks, or places of worship. There are no building or other site modifications proposed under this petition. The petitioner is allowed 1 wall sign based on the unit's frontage, and parking is based on the overall requirement of the entire center. Because the users are retail, the required parking for the center is based on the parking schedule for group commercial centers. The existing parking lot at Westmore Plaza Shopping Center is sufficient to handle the parking needs of the proposed massage establishment. The floor plan shows the general layout of the interior, which includes a waiting area, several individual rooms, a laundry room, and a unisex bathroom. And then if you would, I've got some correspondence as well.
Sure, if you want to read out the correspondence.
In accordance with our request, the Engineering Division has reviewed the above referenced petition. We have no objections to the proposed waiver use at this time. The address of 33240 7 Mile Road has been assigned for the overall parcel, although additional addresses for the individual suites may in use. The legal description submitted with the petition appears to be correct and should be used should the waiver use be granted. The existing parcel is currently served by public water main and sanitary sewer, as well as private storm sewer. The submittal does not indicate any changes to the existing utility leads, so we do not believe there will be any additional impacts to the public utilities with this proposal. Should changes to the existing building leads be needed, the owner shall submit proposed drawings to this department to determine if permits will be required, and also, should any work be required within the 7 mile right-of-way, the owner may be required to obtain permits from the Wayne County Department of Public Service. Should you have any additional questions on this matter, please feel free to contact me, City Engineer Todd Zillick, or if you'd prefer, email. This is from Dave Lear, Assistant City Engineer. Next, we have from the Fire Prevention Division. The office has reviewed the site plan submitted in connection with a request to modify a commercial building on the property located at the above referenced address. We have no objections to this proposal. Signed, Brian Kukla, Fire Marshal. From the Traffic Bureau, I've reviewed the plans in conjunction with this petition. I have no objections to the proposals. Please feel free to contact me should you have any questions. Signed, Paul Walters, Sergeant of the Traffic Bureau. From the Accounting Department, I have reviewed the address connected with the above noted petition. As there are no outstanding amounts receivable, general or water and sewer, I have no objections to the proposal. Please contact me with further questions. Signed, Connie Kupla, Chief Accountant. And then we have a verbal confirmation from Susan Nash of the Treasurer that there are no taxes or water due.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Uhazy. Is there any questions for our planning staff? I don't see any questions from anybody. We'll go to the petitioner. Feel free to come forward to our podium. We're going to ask that you start with your name and business address for our record. You can, you have some handouts?
Yes.
You can hand them to Stephanie there. She will pass them along to us. That way you don't have to walk around. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Reese.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. Good evening.
Good evening.
Ni hao.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We'll ask that you start with your name and address for our record.
Sure. This is Lisa Wong. The address is 33242 7 Mile Road in Livonia. My name is Lynn, and I'm the translator.
Okay, thank you. Is there anything that that you would like to tell us about the business that hasn't been mentioned already?
他说：“你还有没有其他想跟他们说，他们之前没有讲过的？”
我是第一次开店，我就是一个正规的按摩生意，别的我也不知道该问什么。
She said she has 14 years of experience. She's a certified massage therapist. This is her first attempted store. She's trying to be an owner. She doesn't have any experience with the hearing, so she doesn't know really, but she's open to the questions though.
Okay, let's see what questions we have for you. Is there any questions for our petitioner? Ms. DeNaro.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Just a couple questions.
Sure.
It says you have 14 years of experience. Anything local, anything in Michigan?
他说你有14年的经验，问你以前有没有在附近或者是在密西根做过？
是的，在密西根也做过，在别的这个州也做过。
别的州具体一点可以说吗？
纽约呀，或者是这个，纽约州，或者纽泽西。
She's been in New Jersey before and also in Michigan as well. But
Okay.
as a staff though.
Great. What's the plan for how many massage therapists will be there at a time? What's the business going to look like?
他说你的生意你是怎么展望的？就是有几个按摩的技师，以后有什么打算？就是要有个什么规模？
那目前来说呢，就是我加上请一个工人，因为一开始生意可能一般，如果生意够好，可能会加上两个，而后是再加上我，
就是一共是3到4个，就是最大的规模。
就是对，只有4个房间嘛。
She said she's planning to hire another therapist, so we'll start with 2 therapists, and the goal is about 3 to 4.
Great. And what are the hours going to look like?
他说你大概营业时间是什么时候？
我的营业时间是早晨9点半到晚上9点，但是可不是说是员工都上这么长时间，员工是可以是营业时间9点半到9点吧。
She said about 9:30 in the morning till 9 p.m. Not necessarily will be 2 therapists there all the time. Maybe morning will be less staff, and then busy hours she might have more.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. DeNaro. Any other questions for our petitioner? Mr. Ventura.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. So, in considering your petition for tonight, one of the things that I took some time to do was to go on the internet to the Yellow Pages and look up massage services in Livonia, available massage services in Livonia. And I was surprised to find that I got a quick answer of 35. There are already 35 massage places to get a massage in Livonia. And so I went from there to say how many are around the location that on 7 Mile Road that you're planning on leasing, and there are 6 of them. So yours would be the 7th. In the area from Middlebelt Road over to Gill Road, roughly. And they are, they're represented by chiropractic offices that offer all kinds of physical therapy and massage to, some of them offer a stone massage and heated massage, and some of them offer acupuncture, and I'm not sophisticated in the different kinds of massage, but it appears in looking at the ads for these already there establishments that there are lots of ways to get a massage already. And so my question to you is, after telling you all of that, is what kind of massage can you bring to the market that's not already here? In other words, what's going to help your business be successful? Why will people come to your establishment to get a particular kind of massage as opposed to one of the ones that are already here? I'm assuming that because these ones are already here and they're established, they already have customers.
Mm-hmm.
So how will you draw those customers away, or how will you draw new customers to your
他
business?
的意思是说，他就是说在网上做了一些功课，就是说你周围已经有6家按摩店，然后你们是第7家，然后他们有不同的，比如说什么有泰式的呀，有那种热的石头放在背上的那种。他说就是说作为第7家，在这个很小的一个区域内开的，他说你有就是你的按摩是就是具体的是哪一种，然后你就是觉得为什么你能够在就是这些已经开了的6家店里，就是你怎么能够生存下去？
Sorry, I don't know. There nearby have 6 store. I don't know. OK， 我不知道周围有6家。OK。
那咱们可以再说说咱们怎么才
嗯
能比
那个
别的人更特别。
OK，每一家按摩店都会因为如果你有这个按摩是一个技术性非常强的一个工作，如果是我们通过就是那个 Google、Yelp，还有那个 Discount 有一个专门就是 Discount 的网站，可以把客人那个。因为是个新店，可以把它就是吸引过来，而后这个时候就要看按摩师的这个技术，如果够好，他就会回头；如果不够好，他就会走。你翻译吧。
So she said, first of all, she's not aware there's already 6 stores around. And she said massage therapy, massage is like a very highly specialist, the skill. So there's like a Thai massage, like you said, there's hot stones. She said she started with posting her website as a new customer discount to draw some customer here. And she believes that with her technique, with her experience, the people would love to come to her.
Okay, thank you for that answer. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. And any other questions for our petitioner? I don't see any other questions from anyone. Is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak on this item? I don't see anyone else wishing to speak on this item. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us before we make our decision
那
tonight?
你还有没有想要补充的？
那你就把这个就是说是社区，我们会给社区好好服务，读一读就好了。
So she does have her beliefs that there are a lot, we can't say patient, there's a lot population suffer with chronic pain. And she believes that through her massage therapies, that they will be like for the general well-being for the population, there will be a reduce of the pharmaceutical use of the pain medications. She believes that's going to be a good for the community.
Okay, I appreciate those comments. Thank you. If there's nothing else on this item from anyone, I think I can close the public hearing, and we'll have a motion will be in order. And again, thank you for coming tonight and helping translate as well.
No problem.
Make this an easier process, so thank you. I'll close the public hearing, and a motion will be in order.
I'd like to offer an approving resolution.
Okay, Ms. DeNaro, go ahead.
This request to operate a massage establishment at 33242 7 Mile Road is hereby approved, subject to city council approval and the following conditions. 1, the massage treatment room shall not have doors as shown on the submitted floor plan dated March 24, 2024, as revised. The waiver is limited to this petitioner and can only be transferred to another user with approval by the city council. 3, the petitioner shall comply with all other special waiver use standards and requirements outlined in section 6.37 of the zoning ordinance and chapter 5.49 of the Livonia Code of Ordinances. And 4, the petitioner shall not engage in any form of solicitation for business within the public right-of-way of 7 Mile Road or Mayfield Avenue.
Is there support? One more call. Is anyone willing to support that? If there is no support, then the motion will fail for lack of support. And again, I'll call for a motion from any of our of our commissioners. Someone willing to make an alternative motion?
Mr. Chairman, go ahead, sir.
Mr. Caremagna.
All right, I'll make the denying motion. The request to operate a massage establishment at 33242 7 Mile Road is denied for the following reasons. The petitioner has failed to comply with all general standards and requirements outlined in sections 1.02 and 13.13 of Livonia zoning ordinance. Number 2, the petitioner has not adequately established a need for the proposed use in this shopping center or the immediate area. Number 3, the petitioner has not sufficiently demonstrated that the proposed use would be compatible and in harmony with the surrounding uses in the area. And number 4, that the proposed use is contrary to the goals and objectives of the zoning ordinance, which among other things are intended to ensure the suitability and appropriateness of uses.
Is there support for that motion?
I'll support.
Okay, we have on the floor a motion by Mr. Caremagno, supported by Mr. Ventura, which is a recommendation to deny this petition. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing no discussion, this is again a motion to deny. If the secretary is ready, please call the roll.
Caremagno votes aye. Mr. Ventura.
Votes aye.
Mrs. DeNaro.
No.
Mr. Bonjero.
Aye.
And Chairman Wilshaw.
Votes aye. The motion has been denied. This is a waiver use request, so you will have 10 days in which to appeal our decision in writing to City Council if you'd like to continue on to the City Council process. But you will have to, because we're recommending a denial, you'll have to submit that appeal to City Council if you wish to do that.
So, because you guys talk a lot about the codings and stuff, so the main reason for the denial is that fail to demonstrate the competition around the area. Is that the main thing? Is that correct from my understanding?
Well, it's difficult for me to try to say why everybody voted the way they did, but there was 4 reasons given as part of the denying resolution, that it failed to comply with the requirements of the zoning ordinance, and that there was not an established, you didn't effectively establish show a need for that in this area. So that is one of the factors that was used in that process, if that answers your question.
那投票就是没有通过，他的意思主要原因是因为他们觉得这个地区没有显示到他需要咱们这种生意，因为他们已经有很多了，而且咱们没有显示出咱们有足够的竞争力能够存活下去。他说咱们有10天可以就是说上诉他的决定，然后可能 So if we decided to appeal, there will be another hearing, or how does it go?
Yes, if you submit an appeal, and our planning staff will be able to help you with that, you can contact our planning department. You need to submit in writing a letter to City Council stating that you would like to appeal our decision. And then it will go to the City Council, which is a level above us, and they will then put it on their agenda for consideration. And it'll be a similar kind of group of people, and you
Similar.
can give a presentation,
I see.
and then they can make their decision.
Okay.
And their decision beats ours, whatever they decide.
I understand. 他说的就是咱们可以在10天之内，然后提交一份书面的上诉信，然后呢，上诉信他们收到之后，他们会有比他们更高一个等级的这种 hearing，然后也是你就是过来跟他说，然后再表述，就主要就是表述一下，你不同意他们就是否认你的原因，然后再告诉他们我们为什么觉得我们可以，但就是另外一批人，就是但是比他们更高的一个等级的一个 hearing。
OK，他就是觉得我们的按摩店没有特色，是吧？
就是没有什么竞争力，而且觉得地区没有这个需要，就是在这片区域里，他们已经有很多了，就是这个意思。
但是呢，他当时给了指示，说是400米以内没有就行了。我们查的是400米以内没有。OK， 你可以不用翻译。但是呢，它周围有这么多店，我们倒是没有查到。OK。
Okay?
Yep, we got it.
All right, well, thank you for coming tonight, and we'll move on to our next item if you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
那咱们就走吧。
All right, item number 2, Mr. Secretary.
Petition 2024-04-02-08, submitted by Sun Massage Spa, requesting waiver use approval under section 6.37 of the Livonia zoning ordinance as amended to operate a massage establishment at 284775 5 Mile Road, located on the south side of 5 Mile Road between Harrison Avenue and Middlebelt Road in the northwest quarter of section 24.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Uhazy.
All right. This is the request to operate a massage establishment at 28477 5 Mile Road. The site is currently zoned C2. The Livonia 5 Plaza Shopping Center is a multi-tenant retail building located on, next to the former Old Mexico restaurant. The proposed massage establishment would occupy an interior unit towards the center of the shopping center. The site is currently empty. The unit contains a floor area of approximately 1,100 square feet, and the unit storefront faces north towards 5 Mile Road, with parking directly in front of the business. Under Section 6.37 of the zoning ordinance, massage establishments must be separated by at least 400 feet from any massage establishment and any school, place of worship, state licensed daycare facility, public library, playground, or public park. And operating hours are limited from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. There are separation requirements for Sun Massage Spa do comply with the requirements since no massage establishment are within 400 feet of the proposed location. The petition does not meet the separation requirement from a state licensed daycare facility, public library, playground, or public park or place of worship. The Unity of Livonia Church is located across 5 Mile Road, about 285 feet northwest of the proposed location. No building or other site modifications are planned. The unit is allowed one wall sign based on the store's frontage, and parking is based on the overall requirement of the entire center. Because the users are retail, the required parking for the center is based on the parking schedule for group commercial centers. The existing parking lot at Livonia 5 Plaza Shopping Center is sufficient to handle the parking needs of the proposed massage establishment. The submitted floor plan shows the general layout of the interior, which includes a waiting area, several individual massage rooms, a break room, and unisex bathroom. And then I also have some correspondence to read out as well.
Yes, please, if you would like to read those out.
From our engineering department, in accordance with the request, the engineering division has reviewed the above referenced petition. We have no objections to the proposed waiver use at this time. The subject parcel is assigned the address range of 423 through 28519 5 Mile Road, with the address of 28423 5 Mile Road being assigned for the overall parcel. The legal description submitted with the petition appears to be correct and should be used should the waiver use be granted. The existing parcel is currently served by public water main and sanitary sewer, as well as private storm water. The submittal does not indicate any changes to the existing utility leads, so we do not believe there are any additional impacts to the public utilities with this proposal. Should changes to the existing building leads be needed, the owner shall submit proposed drawings to the department to determine if permits will be required. Also, should any work be required within the 5 Mile right-of-way, the owner may be required to obtain permits from the Wayne County Department of Public Service. This is signed Dave Lear, Assistant City Engineer. From the Fire Department, the office has reviewed the site plan submitted in conjunction with the request to modify a commercial building on the property located at the above referenced address. We have no objections to this proposal. A further detailed plan review will take place when this division receives an official plan set. Signed, Brian Kukla, Fire Marshal. From the Traffic Bureau, I have reviewed the plans in connection with the petition. I have no objections to the proposal. Feel free to contact me should you have any questions. Signed, Paul Walters, Sergeant, Traffic Bureau. From the Department of Inspection, pursuant to the request, the above referenced petition has been reviewed. The parking lot shall be repaired, sealed, and restriped as necessary. Parking spaces shall be double striped and 10 feet wide by 20 feet deep. This department has no further objections to this petition. Signed, Jerome Hanna, Director of Inspection. From the Accounting Department, I have reviewed the address connected with the above noted petition. As there are no outstanding amounts receivable, general or water and sewer, I have no objections to the proposal. Please contact me if you have any further questions. Signed, Connie Cupola. And finally, from the Treasurer's Office, taxes are current, sent by Susan Nash, City Treasurer. And that's all the correspondence I have.
Thank you very much. Is there any questions for the planning staff?
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Caremagna?
Jacob, I was over at the retail center across the street. I was at the laundromat of all places. And I noticed, I was walking, waiting for my American flag to finish washing, and see the massage parlor across the street. And I don't know if it's a parlor or they just offer massages, but they have advertised massages right on the window in the shopping center right across the street. Are they a registered massage site? Would you know?
They did not go through this commission then.
Okay, I think they offered a bunch of different things, but massage was one of the listed items on their window.
It would have been probably like an accessory use.
Okay,
If it did not have to go through us.
all right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Caremagna. Any other questions for our planning staff? If not, the petitioner is in the audience. Feel free to come forward.
Hi.
Hi, good evening. Again, we'll ask that you start with a name and address.
I'm sorry, what?
We ask that you start with name and address.
Okay, the address is 28447 5 Mile Road, Livonia.
Okay? And your name?
My name is Mark. I'm interpreting for her.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you, Mark.
All right, yeah. I know
And
Mark Cuban was gonna be here. I know you hear that all the time, right?
all right,
And I'm pale because I just drove with an Asian woman, 19 miles. So-
okay. Well, I'm glad that you're here tonight. What would you like to tell us about the petition?
Okay, so,
before us.
it's gonna be massage, but the main issue is, what we're gonna do is, acupuncture. Okay, she's gonna have her license within 30 days. We upped it because they said it was gonna be 4 to 6 months, and so now it's gonna be the main thing is it's gonna be acupuncture, okay? Not just like mainly massage, so. Hours are gonna be Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday. What else would you like to know?
When on Monday through Saturday? Do you know hours?
Oh, probably 9 till 8-ish,
Okay,
not real late.
okay. Well, let's see if there's any questions for you, and we'll go from there, all right?
Okay.
Any questions for our petitioner?
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Bonjero?
just a couple of questions.
Sure.
Were you guys aware there was a massage establishment across the street?
No, no,
I
not,
wasn't either until
I-
today, I saw it too, but.
is it up and running, or? I had no idea, because I went to that laundromat a little while ago, just checking out the area.
We understand
no
it's up
idea.
and running. It's running. It's up, it's open.
It's up and running?
It was closed when I was there, but it looked like it's active.
Is it like a nail and spa type thing, or is it?
I'd like to answer that, but I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
I guess the other question I have is, if acupuncture is the main business,
It's gonna be the main business, yes.
can that business survive on just acupuncture?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
you don't need massage if you don't,
No, we don't. And we prefer to do acupuncture.
okay.
It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be 30 days. They said
For the massage license.
for the license, yeah. No. We already have the massage license for the acupuncture license in Michigan,
Okay,
because it wasn't transferable from New York,
okay, I understand.
okay?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so just so I understand, you're saying that you currently have a massage license, but you're waiting for the state to issue the
Correct.
acupuncture license?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Which is a separate license
Because,
within the
yes,
state?
exactly, and like I said, it's non-transferable from New York.
Okay, and
So.
for all intents and purposes for our meeting tonight, we treat massage and acupuncture as
The same,
the same kind of business,
Yeah.
so
okay,
whether we approve it as, we're either gonna approve it or not.
right, right, I
And it
understand.
allows either massage or acupuncture, so.
Right,
All right,
okay.
good, all right, I just wanna make sure
I
we're
just-
clear. Yep,
Wanted to differentiate.
oh, definitely, it makes
Okay.
sense, yeah, no, very good.
Okay.
Any other questions for our petitioner?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Ventura?
I guess I'd ask a question.
Sure.
So There's a provision in our zoning ordinance that enables you to make a voluntary restriction. In other words, as Mr. Wilshaw said, if you were approved tonight, you would be able to do both massage and eventually
Okay, yeah,
acupuncture.
okay,
But we could put this item on the table tonight, and you could come back to the planning department and say, well, we never want to do massage, and we will never do massage. And then you would come back to this body,
okay.
and you would have an opportunity to petition us for approval for acupuncture only.
Okay, okay.
Would that be acceptable to your client?
Yeah, that's fine. You know, it's just, I've got to get it going because I've invested a lot of money. We're already paying rent on it. I didn't know all of the parameters to go through, or all of the legal stuff we had to go through. I'm in the appliance business, and I operate in Oakland County, okay? So I'm just trying to help them, but, yeah, it's,
My concern is I hear you saying yes.
yes.
Does the young lady
Acupuncture.
standing next to you understand the language? Does she understand English?
I can explain it to her.
Well, we'd
She-
like to
she
hear
kno-
her,
she
we'd like
knows-
to hear, since she's gonna be owning the building and operating the building.
Yes,
she
yes,
needs
she's
to-
part of
She
it,
needs
yes.
to understand that she will not be able to do massage if you go through this process that I'm mentioning.
Okay.
Her
Her
English,
her English isn't,
her English no good, sorry. That you said what?
he's saying, you know, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's okay.
No, we understand there needs to be
I'm sorry,
translation,
yeah.
that's fine.
It's kind of hard. He wants you to understand, that it's going to be acupuncture after a while and massage in the beginning.
Nope.
But then after a
No,
while.
no.
Massage
Not
at
at
all.
all.
Oh, no massage at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. He wants you to understand that it's gonna be just for acupuncture. What the heck's going on here? My phone's not.
That's okay.
He wants you to understand that it's going to be mainly for acupuncture. It's not working.
No,
I don't know.
sorry,
Well-
I'm
Like
sorry.
5 years.
All right, and so
Sorry.
you've answered my question, and I guess, Mr. Uhazy, or if we were to proceed in this way, I'd offer a motion to table, I guess, when we get to that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah, maybe between then and now and then, we can, he
That's
can
what I was
explain to his
alluding to.
client
I was asking.
Yeah,
If they can survive on acupuncture,
That
that's.
process.
yeah, I
Okay.
don't know. Well, and I don't know that she knows at this point.
No, I know, yeah.
All right, thank you, Mr.
All right, let's continue on, and we'll see where we go from here. Any other questions for the petitioner?
No good.
No other questions for our petitioner? Is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak on this item? Feel free to come forward to one of the podiums.
Okay.
It might be easier to use that one. And like our petitioner, we'll ask for your name and address for our record, please.
Hello, my name is Margaret Heineman. My address is 28342 5 Mile.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
What would you like to tell us?
Well, you may have mentioned that you saw a sign that was advertising massage therapy. Well, there is a location there that has not been advertising it due to the COVID. And that location was Livonia Sauna. I have been the proprietor of Livonia Sauna since 1992. 4 years ago, I did shut the doors due to COVID. Since then, I had a couple of catastrophes. I suffered cancer after I was well. My daughter suffered cancer, and she didn't make it. And I took care of her in Kentucky. So the place was not open for that time period. This last year, I've been doing things, you may have noticed if you've driven by, we've got a new roof. We're trying to fix the place up. And I originally planned on opening up in April. If anyone had called my phone, they would have heard that we were looking in April. Had a couple of plumbing issues that I'm having taken care of right now. But we do plan on opening up this month. I am licensed for massage besides the sauna. I was trained at Irene's Myomassology Institute in 1994. Also, Mr. Ventura, I kind of followed your lead. I kind of investigated just how many massage therapy locations are on 5 Mile.
Yeah.
There are 5 between Inkster and Hubbard. So I do hope, I'm definitely want more, more business to go on, but definitely with me planning on opening up this month and a new business coming in, I could be impaired. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you for coming this evening, and we're sorry about your loss, too. Thank you.
I still got a good one.
Well, we appreciate that. Okay, there's no one else in the audience, I believe, that's willing to speak on this. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to us before we make our decision, sir?
I don't think so. I mean, do you have any questions for me? Any other questions?
We'll see if there's any other questions, and then we'll make our decision. Is there any other questions for our petitioner? There's no other questions for you, so I think we're good to go.
We're done?
We're set, and let's go, I'm going to go to my colleagues here on the commission and see if there is a motion from anyone. A motion is in
Do I
order.
stay here?
You can sit down if you wish.
Okay.
At this point, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. A motion is in order. Anyone with a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Ventura.
feeling somewhat conflicted here, but I am going to offer a denying resolution. The request to operate a massage establishment at 284775 5 Mile Road is denied for the following reasons. The petitioners failed to comply with all general standards and requirements outlined in section 1.02 and 1313 of the Livonia zoning ordinance. Number 2, the proposed use fails to comply with the zoning ordinance standard outlined in section 6.37 parentheses 3, which specifies that no massage establishment shall be located within 400 feet of a place of worship. Number 3, the petitioner has not adequately established a need for the proposed use in this shopping center or in the immediate area. Number 4, the petitioner has not sufficiently demonstrated that the proposed use would be compatible with and in harmony with the surrounding uses in the area. And 5, the proposed use is contrary to the goals and objectives of the zoning ordinance, which, among other things, are intended to ensure the suitability and appropriateness of uses.
Is there support?
Support.
All right, I'll go with Mr. Bonjero on that. There's a motion made by Mr. Ventura, supported by Mr. Bonjero, to deny this petition. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing no discussion, if the secretary is ready, please call the roll.
Mr. Ventura.
Aye.
Mr. Bonjero. Aye. Mrs. DeNaro.
No.
Chair Magno votes aye. Chairman Wilshaw.
Votes aye, motion passes. Again, this, like the last petition, our recommendation is a denial of this petition. You do have 10 days in which to appeal the decision in writing to City Council. And with that, we are done with the public hearing section of our agenda. We do have one item left on our agenda, approval of minutes.
And that is the approval of the minutes of the 1,212th public hearing and regular meeting held by the Planning Commission on April 23rd, 2024.
And all members were present with the exception of Ms. DeNaro. Is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
By Mr. Bonjero, supported by?
Me.
We'll go with Mr. Caramagno. And if there's no objection, I think I can safely show 4 on that with, we'll have Ms. DeNaro abstain on that. And there'll be 4 to approve those minutes. That takes us to the end of our agenda. Is there any other business to come before the commission? If not, a motion to adjourn would be in order.
So moved.
By Ms. DeNaro,
Support.
supported by Mr. Ventura. And again, if there's no objection, I think we can show 5 on that motion. No one's objecting, so we will show 5 to adjourn this meeting. And that takes us to the end of our meeting tonight. I would like to thank the Livonia television staff for bringing this meeting to the community. And with no further business, I'm going to adjourn the meeting at 7:45 PM. Good night, Livonia.